Children, let us continue the chapter Lines and Angles. Now, let us solve the exercise based on angle sum property of triangle and also exterior angle of a triangle. So, let us solve the problems in the exercise based on angle sum property of triangle and exterior angle. Now, you take the first question. What is that question? In the figure, sides QP and QR, side QP and RQ of triangle PQR are produced to points S and T respectively. If angle SPR is equals to 135 degree and angle PQT is equals to 110 degree, find angle PRQ. Find angle PRQ. Here two exterior angles are given. By using them, you can get two interior angles. And after getting two interior angles, and by using the angle sum property, you can get the third angle. One method. And in the other method, by taking one interior angle and the other two, here we have to take that the sum of the interior angle opposite angle is equals to exterior angle. That also you can use here. Now you take here, first you write in triangle PQR, in triangle PQR, what is given here? Angle SPR is equals to 135 degree and angle PQT is equals to angle PQT is equals to 110 degree. Now by using the linear pair, you can get the angle RPQ. You know that the sum of RPQ and RPS is equals to 180 degree as there is a linear pair. So you take angle RPQ plus angle SPR or RPS is equals to 180 degree, that is linear pair here. That is linear pair. And angle RPQ plus angle SPR is 135 degree, that is equals to 180 degree. So it is angle RPQ is equals to 180 degree minus 135 degree, that is equals to, that is 45 degree, because 45 plus 135 is here 180. So you got the angle RPQ. Next here same type you will get angle PQR plus angle PQT is equals to 180 degree. Same reason, that is linear pair. That is linear pair. And angle PQR plus angle PQT is 110 degree. 110 degree is equals to 180 degree. Therefore, angle PQR is equals to 180 degree minus 110 degree, that is equals to 70 degree. Next you go to get angle R, you can use the exterior angle property, or sum of interior angle is 180 degree. Angle sum property also you can use here. Here you got that the angle RPQ is equals to 45 degree and angle PQR is equals to 70 degree. And you know that sum of these two is equals to 110 degree, or sum of these two is equals to 135 degree. Anyone you can use, or by using the angle sum property also you can find the angle R, that is 180 minus sum of the two angles here. So here you take to get R, you know that angle R plus angle PQR you take, or angle RPQ take. So if you want to take RPQ, angle RPQ angle RPQ is equals to, you know that how much it is. Here angle R means this angle, RPQ means this angle. These are the interior opposite angles of the triangle. Angle PQT, angle PQT, that is exterior angle equals what? Sum of interior opposite angles. So here angle R plus angle RPQ, you got it. Angle RPQ is 45 degree is equals to PQT is there, that is PQT is 110 degree. So you get angle R is equals to 110 minus 45 degree, that is equals to angle R is equals to, you know that is how much? 65 degree. Here you got the measurement of the three angles are 65, 70 and 45. Therefore, angle PRQ is equals to angle PRQ is equals to how much? 65 degree. Next you take the next question, that is in the figure angle X equals 62 degree, angle XYZ is equals to 54 degree. If YO and ZO are bisectors of angle XYZ and angle XZY respectively of triangle XYZ, then find angle OZY and also YOZ. OZY and YOZ. Here we have to find out these two. Now here it is given these YO and ZO are the bisector of the angle XYZ and XZY. So you write the given first. In triangle XYZ, so what is given here? Angle X is equals to 62 degree and angle XYZ is equals to 54 degree and angle, you will get angle YZ equals YZX equals, you know that 180 minus sum of the other two angles 62 degree plus 54 degree. So you can have here angle sum property. Angle sum property it is. Angle sum property. So angle YZX is equals to 180 minus sum of these two is, you will get 116 degree. That is equals to 180 minus 116 means you will get, that is 64 degree it is. 64 degree. Now here the question is find the measurement of the angle OZY and also YOZ. And here it is said that OY and OZ are the bisector of the angle XYZ and also XZO. Now you got the three angles of the triangle XYZ. So you take the angle OYZ. Angle OYZ is equals to, you know that is half of the angle, which angle? Angle XYZ by 2, half of the angle XYZ, because here OY is a bisector. What is the measurement of the XYZ? That is 54 degree by 2, so it is 27 degree. YO is a bisector, or that angle XYZ is bisected by YO. Right. Now similarly angle OZY is equals to, angle OZY is equals to, that is half of angle XZY. half of angle xzy or yzx. Angle yzx by 2 it is. Yzx you got here, that is 64 degree by 2. 64 degree by 2 is, that is 32 degree. That is 32 degree. Therefore, in triangle OYZ, here also you can give the reason. ZO is a bisector of angle, which angle? YZX here. YZX. Therefore, you can write angle OZY is equals to, you got both here. Next, you take angle in triangle XYZ. In triangle XYZ, you know that which angle is asked? Angle YOZ is equals to 180 minus sum of the other two angle. Which are the other two angles here? You know that the other two angles are this and this. So you take, here it is first, here it is second. What is the sum of that? It's 27 plus 32. So you write from first and second as also angle sum property. Here you can also write with two properties you can write from first and second and angle sum property. Angle sum property. 180 you have taken angle sum property. 27 degree plus 30, so that is from first and second. So one angle is to be find out. So 180 minus sum of the other two angles it is. So it is 180 degree minus sum of these two is 59 degree. That is angle YOZ is equals to 180 minus 159 is 121 degree. That is 180 minus 59, you will get, that is 121 degree. 121 degree. That is the measurement of the angle YOZ. Here you got OZY and YOZ. OZY is here 32 degree and YOZ is 121 degree. Now you take the third question. What is the question? In the figure, AB is parallel to DE. Angle BAC is equals to 35 degree. Angle CDE is equals to 53 degree. Find angle DCE. Now here you know that as AB is parallel to DE, here AE is a transversal. Angle A and angle E are the alternate angles made by the transversal of parallel lines. They must be equal. Therefore, you can have angle E is equals to 35 degree. So, you have solution here. In the figure, here what is given? AB parallel to DE. AB parallel to DE. So, here angle E must be equals to angle A. Reason, they are alternate angles. Alternate angles. Therefore, here it is given that angle A is 35 degree. Therefore, angle E is equals to 35 degree. Because given that angle BAC is equals to 35 degree. So you got angle E is equal to 35 degree. Now you take the triangle CDE. In triangle CDE, here you know that the sum of three angles is 180 degree. Therefore here you know that angle D plus angle E plus angle DCE is equals to how much? 180 degree. That is angle sum property. Angle sum property of triangle. Sum of three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So here angle T is given. That is how much? 53 degree. Plus angle E you got. that is 35 degree plus angle DCE is equals to 180 degree. So it is 53 plus 35 is that is 88 degree plus angle DCE is equals to 180 degree. That implies angle DCE is equals to 180 minus 88 degree, that is 180 minus 88 you can get here, that is 92 degree. So you got it is 92 degree. What is the measurement of the angle DCE? Angle DCE is 92 degree. So you got the measurement of the angle what they asked, that is angle DCE. DCE is equals to 92 degree. Now let us come to the fourth question. In the figure, if lines PQ and RS intersect at point T such that angle PRT is equals to 40 degree, angle RPT is equals to 95 degree and angle TSQ is equals to 75 degree, find angle SQT. So here there are two triangles. In the triangle PRT, two angles are given, angle P and angle R, and here we will get the angle PTR by using angle sum property. And after getting that angle PTR, you know that angle PTR and angle STQ are same, are equal, as they are vertically opposite angles. And again by using the angle sum property of triangle TSQ, we will get the angle TQS or SQT. So you write solution here. In triangle PRT, you write angle P is equals to 95 degree, angle R is equals to 40 degree. So you take therefore angle RTP is equals to what? 180 minus sum of the other two angle, that is 95 degree plus 45 degree, and reason you can write here, that is the reason is angle sum property. Angle sum property of triangle it is. Therefore angle RTP is equals to 180 minus, you know that 95 plus 40 is 135 it is. Therefore angle RTP is equals to 180 minus 135 is 45 degree. Here it is 45. You got the measurement of the angle RTP of the triangle PRT. Now you would come to the angle STQ. Angle STQ is equals to angle RTP. Why it is vertically opposite angles. These two are vertically opposite angles because you know that here lines PQ and RS are intersecting at a point T. So the vertically opposite angles are equal here. Therefore you can write angle STQ is also is equals to how much? 45 degree. Now you take the triangle STQ. In triangle STQ, you write which angle is asked here? Angle SQT. So which two angles are known here? Angle SC is known. So you write angle SC is equals to how much? 75 degree. And angle STQ is equals to 45 degree. Therefore you take angle, which angle? TQS, which is asked here, angle SQT. So you write angle SQT is equals to what? 180 minus sum of the other two angles, 75 degree plus 45 degree. So angle sum property here. Angle sum property of triangle. Therefore, you write angle SQT is equals to 180 minus 75 plus 45 is, that is 120. 75 plus 45 is 120 degree. Therefore, angle SQT is equals to 180 degree minus 120 degrees 60 degree. So, you got the angle SQT. What you have to find out? That is, here it is 60 degree. And you know that this is RTP is 45 and this is also 45. Now you take the fifth question. In the figure, if PQ parallel to SR, angle SQR is equals to 28 degree, angle QRT is equals to 65 degree. Find the value of X and Y. Here what are given in the figure? What are given? Angle SQR is equals to 28 degree and angle QRT is equals to 65 degree. So you know that in triangle SRQ, here SR is produced to T and QRT is the exterior angle. Then exterior angle QRT must be equals to what? Angle QST plus angle SQR. Angle SQR. So you know that here angle QRT is given, that is 65 degree, that is QST is not given, like that, plus SQR given 28 degree. So you take angle QST plus 28 degree is equals to 65 degree. Exchange LHS and RHS here. Therefore, angle QST is equals to 65 degree minus 28 degree, that is equals to, you will get 37 degree. Now here you know that the angle QST is equals to angle X, that is angle PQS. X and angle QST are equal because you know that they are the alternate angles made by the transversal QS of line parallel PQ parallel to SR. So you write, here you write angle PQ S is equals to angle QSR. Why they are alternate angles made by the transversal of which transversal it is? Transversal QS of parallel lines. QS of PQ parallel to SR is given here. PQ parallel to SR here. So here angle, that is X here, PQX is X. X is equals to what you will get? QSR, that is equals to 37 degree. X is equals to 37 degree. Next Y you will get here, that is, you know that angle PSR is equals to 90 degree. Why it is 90 degree? Because you know that angle P and angle PSR interior angles on the same side of the transversal PS of parallel lines PQ parallel to SR here. Here PS is a transversal again, it is one more transversal, and this is 90 means this must be 90 because they are the interior angles on the same side of the transversal. So here you take, as this angle is 90 degree, angle PSR is 90 degree means you will get, subtracting this angle by the 90 degree, you will get the angle Y. So you take angle P plus angle PSR is equals to 180 degree. So what they are? Interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Which transversal it is? PS. PS of PQ parallel to SR. So here angle P is 90 degree. This is 90 degree plus angle PSR is equals to 180 degree. Therefore angle PSR is equals to 180 degree minus 90 degree, that is equals to 90 degree. So here you know that angle PSQ is equals to, therefore angle PSQ is equals to, here angle PSQ and angle QSR sum is angle PSR. So you write angle PSQ plus you write angle PSQ plus angle QSR plus angle QSR is equals to 90 degree. Here some of this, here this is a, these two are adjacent angle here. They are what? Adjacent angle. Adjacent angles. Therefore here angle PSQ. Angle PSQ means here this is angle PSQ, that is Y. Y plus you take. Y plus QSR, you know, that is 37 degree. Here QSR you got, that is 37 degree. QSR QST same here, 37 degree is equals to 90 degree. QSR is nothing but QST, same angle is here. So Y is equals to what? 90 degree minus 37 degree, that is equals to, you will get here, that is 53 degree is equals to 53 degree. Y is equals to 53 degree. Here you will get 37 means this one QST. So you take this is first, and also you can write this is from first also. Now let us come to the sixth question. In the figure, the side QR of triangle PQR is produced to a point S. If the bisectors of angle PQR and angle PRS meet at point T, then prove that angle QTR is equals to half angle QPR. Here it is given that QT is a bisector of the angle PQR and RT is the bisector of the angle PRS, and QT and RT meet at a point T, and here PQR is bisected by QT, angle PRS is bisected by RT. So you take that one. Let us have the solution. QT bisects angle PQR. So let us have, let the angles made by the bisector QT are angle PQT and angle RQT. They must be equal because these are the two angles made by the bisector QT of angle PQR. Angle PQR divided into two equal angles. They are PQT and TQR here. So you take, let PQT, angle PQT is equals to angle RQT. Let us have both are equals to A here. And next you take QT is a bisector of angle PQR and RT is a bisector of angle PRS. So you can have RT bisects angle PRS. Angle PRS. RT bisects angle PRS. Therefore, you can have here which are the two angles made by the bisector of the angle PRS, angle PRT. So, let us have angle PRT is equals to angle SRT. Let us have both are equals to B here. Now, here we have to establish the relation between P and T, angle P and angle T. Angle P means here angle QPR, angle T means here angle QTR. So, let us have here you know that angle T is equals to angle T is equals to, that is in triangle, you know that angle T in triangle TQR, you can have angle T is equals to, in triangle TQR, in triangle TQR, you know that TRS is a exterior angle. Angle TRS is a exterior angle, and therefore you can have here angle TRS is equals to angle A plus T here. So you can have angle T is equals to, you know that angle T plus A is equals to angle TRS. A means here it is, let us say it is angle TQR. Angle TQR or angle RQT is equals to angle TRS. You know that exterior angle equals sum of interior opposite angles. Sum of interior opposite angles. So that is angle T RQT. RQT means that is A, and TRS means that is TRS or SRT means that is B. That is B here. So you can have angle T is equals to B minus A. So you have it is first. Angle T is equals to angle B minus A. Then you take the triangle PQR. Here PRS is the exterior angle. So you take in triangle PQR, you take that angle P is equals to let us have angle P plus angle PQR. PQR is equals to angle PRS. Again the same reason, you know that exterior angle equals sum of interior opposite angles. Here these two are interior opposite angles. Angle PRS is the exterior angle, and here you have taken that angle P, you write angle P only. Angle PQR means here it is a sum of the angle A and angle A. So it becomes 2A is equals to PRS is B plus B, that is 2B. In terms of A and B, you can write PQR is 2A, PRS is 2B. So it becomes angle P is equals to 2B minus 2A, that is angle P is equals to 2 into B minus A it is. So you know that B minus A is angle T. B minus A is angle T. So you can have angle P is equals to 2 angle T it is. 2 angle T, that is from first you can have. So here 2 angle T is equals to angle P. So angle T is equals to, know that half angle P it is. Half angle P. Angle T means here that is the angle QTR. Angle P means angle QPR. Angle T means here it is angle QTR and half angle QPR. Half angle QPR. You got the result here. Angle QTR is equals to half angle QPR. So you got the result what you have to prove here.